Alright guys, so today's video is just really a quick follow-up video to yesterday's video on the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. Yesterday's video was just a reminder of how people are when it comes to talking about Apple products or Samsung products and how much brand loyalty is out there to the point where they don't want to hear it if you have anything negative to say about their product. They think that everything is just perfect when it comes out. I saw a lot of people say that they can't believe that I talked about a product that I didn't have. And I don't understand how you don't see how this works. People talk about products like as if it's a news story, and this is what this is. The story is that Samsung is recalling or holding off on releasing the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro because of some issues. Now, the issue that I talked about was the ear tip issue. This is something that there's videos on. There's something that there's a lot of information on. This is something that actually happened. But apparently there's all kind of other issues as well, which I didn't talk about because I have not experienced the product myself. So I'm not going to talk about sound. I'm not going to talk about lighting issues and different things that apparently, you know, may be issues with the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, but I am going to talk about the fact that they've delayed it over a month and why I had suggestions on how to fix this and why I thought this was kind of a big deal, that it wasn't being released with the initial lineup of their new phones, their new watch, the new ring, like everything that's coming out. And honestly, that's what the extent of the video was. And I also pointed out that I did not like the design choice to go with stem style. I think it's copying what Apple has kind of made iconic. I'm not saying that Apple was the first to do this, but when you think of Apple's earbuds, you always think about the stem. But I had people in the comment section say that this was something that was done 40 years ago or 30 years ago, talking about wired earbuds from the past. And we're not talking about that. We're simply talking about the fact that Samsung stuck to making earbud style earbuds. Just the round ones, goes in your ear. It had its own look that was separate from Apple. And I felt like that was important because Samsung preaches to why they are different from Apple in general. They had a whole ad campaign that was based off of that. So I thought it was important to point out that I didn't like the idea of basically going with a design choice that mimics your main competitor. People see these earbuds, I'm telling you, the first thing they're going to think about is it looks like AirPods. And I can say this because I've actually seen these in person at Best Buy. They're on display. You can clearly see that it looks like a pair of AirPods. And it's funny to me, the people that would say they don't look like AirPods at all. If you hold the Galaxy Buds 3 next to the third gen of the Apple AirPods, you can clearly see that there is very similar designs between both of them. That is something you can physically see even if you look at images online or if you see them in person, like I have seen. I don't have to have the earbuds in my hand to see that the product or to be able to talk about the product when I'm just clearly talking about things that I can physically see or things that are clearly out there on the internet. I mean, it's an issue. Samsung's admitting things are issues, so they're holding off on releasing these for a reason. So people are going to talk about it, which is all that I did. Again, it just brought me back to all the times that I've kind of hated talking about Apple products and Samsung products because Apple has the Apple sheep where Samsung has the Samsung knights. And if you are at a point where you're labeled, your group is labeled because you defend a product so much, that's kind of silly. It's kind of funny, actually. And maybe it's, in a way, it's kind of sad. These are tech products. I am a Sony fanboy. And when it comes to budget stuff, I really enjoy Soundpeat stuff. Do I think all of them are perfect? No. In fact, I think Sony's made quite a few mistakes on some products they've released lately, and I talk about those in my videos. I don't have that much brand loyalty that I think Sony cares about me or that Soundpeats cares about me or any brand cares about me. I think a lot of people, when they hold their iPhone or when they hold their Samsung phone or whatever, they think that it ties them to that company. They think that that company genuinely cares about them as a consumer, as an individual. They don't know who you are. They don't care who you are. They like the fact that you're defending them no matter what. You know, there's so many people out there that do it. It's gotten to the point where it's hilarious, but it's also obnoxious at the same time. There was somebody in the comment section that said, I can't believe you stooped this low to talk about a product that you don't have in your hand. And there's people that said, oh, well, I left the video as soon as he said he didn't have the product in his hand. This is no different than anybody covering a news story. I did a video on Jabra, you know, stopping making earbuds. And I talked about the Jabra Elite 10 and I talked about the earbuds that they've released, and some I have covered, but the newest ones I haven't covered. And nobody had an issue with that because it was a news story. And Jabra doesn't have this elite group behind them that thinks they need to defend that brand. So this is my recommendation. I think a lot of people should just put their phone back in their pocket, put the keyboard to like slide it away, maybe even turn your monitor off, turn the computer off, and just get outside. Breathe in some fresh air, walk around a little bit, and just do something else. Just do anything else other than to think that you have to defend a brand or, you know, get your panties in a wad because somebody pointed out an issue that your brand's product is clearly having. It's fine. I actually am a huge fan of Samsung products, but I talk about earbuds and headphones, and there's no way that I'm not going to talk about an issue that has caused them to delay what is a pretty popular, what is going to be a very popular earbud. It's just something that I do covering these type of products. So again, this is just kind of a quick follow-up, and it's a way to tell people to just calm down, get outside, do something else, and realize like you don't have to defend a brand that clearly does not care about you. You don't work for this brand. And even if you do work for this brand, I am clearly pointing out something that's an issue, and I did not talk about the sound. I didn't say that the video was a review. I didn't talk about tech specs or anything in the video that would think it's a review. I didn't label the video a review. There's no reason to click on it or whatever and think that I am doing a review on the product. I said Samsung has a problem, and they do. And that's what the video was on. I don't think I could have made that any clearer. So again, I think that's why I'm needing to make a follow-up video to just explain it a little bit more so that people can just settle down. It's just so funny to me. So yeah, that's it. That's really the point of this video. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.